And we live. And we live. All right, my
So
favorite thing to do, even when I'm with Joe, you know. Um, you with me? Um, y'all subscribe, man. Y'all, we appreciate the love y'all be showing. Y'all check out Unofficially Retired and Four Quarter Sportscast. I've been wanting to say sports podcast so
I know
bad.
we might end up changing it because a lot of folks be saying that. I don't know.
No, it sounds good. I'd be there.
It's
Anytime you
already
want to say,
podcast on the mind for real.
man. So honestly, bro, we get straight into it. Um, I ain't been on here in a minute. I don't know the last time you've been on here, but we ain't update the people. They
Yeah,
already know the Celtics won the finals, 4-1. I publicly apologize to you and Joe already, but I will publicly apologize on here because I didn't do it on here last time. So my bad. I 100% downplayed the abilities of Drew Holiday and Derek White because I really think that's where it went. I think that was the thing for real. The role players are just way too much, and Dallas role players didn't play like they played against OKC. Nowhere near, like not even in the slightest. So, uh, my bad again. You feel me?
nah, for sure. Um, I don't know. I kind of felt like it was gonna come down to the role players because you kind of got that 2 and 2. You got JB and Tatum, then you got Luca and Kyrie.
hmm
But and then I felt like Boston had the superior role players, like just period. I just always felt like they should have won it. Like we all kept saying, this is the year. Like Tatum, Brown, y'all need to go ahead and do what y'all got to do because we talked about the youth. We had that debate like probably Eastern Conference Finals or second round. We was like Tatum is about that time. We talked about, oh, he's only been in 7 8 years, but I mean you like you pointed out, you've been there multiple times. Like at some point you got to push through. And I think we can say that we kind of like saw his game mature. It wasn't the scoring so much that he was doing; it was just the other things he was doing. If he was putting up shots, like he was trying to score, but he didn't let that deter him from like getting rebounds, getting assists, doing other things. And I think that's kind of like just Boston's mo. Like everybody in their starting lineup is a two-way player,
hmm
and you got the white boys off the bench; they hit threes, and that's nothing. Everybody on the team can hit threes.
What say? Even the white boys defend.
Even the white boys, they'll play defense, and it's just
Yeah.
like you said, because hell, even against Minnesota, Dallas role players played good, but they didn't play nothing like that. And you can't really depend on your role players every series. At some point your stars do kind of gotta like override, but Kyrie kind of wet the bed. Like he didn't
Yeah.
play good.
I don't think he
Um,
lived up
Kyrie, honestly,
to the
this
hype.
whole playoffs didn't really play all that for real. It just kind of got overshadowed a little bit. Like, because to me, I mean, he was putting up like 15, 18 for a little minute.
hmm
But, once Ant Man said what he said and then they won that series, the tide kind of turned around the narrative of kind of playoffs he was having. But I mean,
I
I think,
agree. I think
I
I
don't
fell
know.
into that. Not to cut you off. I think I
No,
fell into a
yeah.
little bit of the juice. Sipped a
I
little bit
don't
of it.
I don't know if it was he's still that guy, no doubt about it. And when you put him on that final stage, because the last time we seen him, it was just the whole narrative, like, oh, now he's there without Brian. We know what he did with Brian, so he's gonna do that again. But
Right.
Boston just got so many different bodies they can throw at you. And then it probably was the emotional state too. I'm pretty sure that played a factor, with him.
In Boston,
Yeah, that
he
kind of
was
probably played a
man.
factor.
As much as he like
Uh,
to say it, don't, bro. I know it do.
no, it did for sure.
It be killing them. It gotta be.
Luca. Cause like you said, I ain't been on since that series, and it's kind of like it ain't super duper far away. Luca didn't play all that well either, but I would imagine he probably just either ran out of gas or Boston was just throwing him so many different looks.
Oh, they
I-
making him play defense too.
yeah, and we see
It's
Luca is
like
not a two-way player at all.
no,
At
not at
all.
all. That ain't what make him great. That ain't what make him great. Not in
But
the
on that
slightest.
stage, you got to be able to hide it, and if you can't hide it, like teams gonna expose it. But I mean, even Curry, like he don't play. He not a defender, but he gonna give you championship level IQ or effort on the defensive
Hmm.
side. Like you can't be out there and be a total liability because it's just like Boston 1 through 5. Like who Luka gonna hide on?
No,
You
it's tough.
you
I was about
can't
to
hide
say,
on Drew Holiday. You can't hide on Derek White. I mean, they gonna find you.
I would think Drew would have been the best bet, maybe.
Yeah, Drew had like what almost down there 31 game though, or 25.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what
And
I'm
that's what
saying.
I
I
was
think,
man.
man, I don't know,
Porzingis had like that. He
because
had
no,
that one game.
you can't put him on Porzingis. You definitely can't put him on Tatum or Brown. I think them
Oh,
putting him on Jason Brown. I mean Jalen Brown was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's like his job. Like we know how y'all gonna defend Tatum. His job is to go score this bitch, and you put Luka over there. I don't know how I
yeah.
feel about that.
Yeah, that wasn't the
Feel me?
right. But I mean, but I guess they was just searching for an answer. Like you got to try to put him on somewhere. But Boston was just killing them by swinging the ball around. The ball movement was crazy. Like it was
Hmm.
just a over. They just overpowered them. Like Porzingis had a go off game. Holiday had a go
First,
off game.
God,
Like Jalen Brown really damn near like was making me believe he was fucking better than Tatum, the way he was playing. So that's a
glad you brought
discussion.
that up. How do you feel about that? Like to me, one had two good games. The other one, no. Let me give you a better question. Who should have won Finals MVP? Him or
Um, I mean, it was JB. He was kind of a tone setter. Like even if him and Tatum's stats was similar, Jalen Brown was kind of setting that tone.
Mhm,
I think he was like enforcing his will more. And then it's kind of like just I know they don't take into account the whole playoff run, but I just feel
mhm.
like Brown kind of like because this is what's killing me. Motherfuckers was clowning Brown saying when he got that deal saying he ain't got no left hand, and I feel like he kind of took that shit personal because even when he was in the dunk contest, he kind of played into it a little bit,
Yeah,
and
that
he
left.
took
It
that
was
personal
whack,
too.
but he did
Yeah,
it.
it was whack, and he took that personal too. But so I feel like he kind of used this playoff run as his coming out party almost as a sort, even though like
Mhm.
we all know he can hoop, but. I don't think like him and Tatum, bro. They don't need to pay that shit no attention. Like shit, you get Finals MVP one year, I might get it the next time. Like it don't matter. But Brown should have
Right.
got it. But I'm not gonna play recency bias. I would say I still think Tatum is more of an overall player. But if somebody think Brown better, like I wouldn't be like, nah, you tripping.
Uh, I feel. I think JT game just more polished. It looked better
Yeah,
too. That's
yeah.
really what it is. It just looked better. Um, man, I don't think he should have won Finals MVP though, because I think to me how you break the tie is numbers. So like this guy is good, this guy is good. When we looking at him, all right, then who do we give it to? Shit. All right, now let's look at the numbers. It's like Tatum led the team in points, rebounds, assists, average more obviously more points, rebounds, and assists than Jalen
Uh,
Brown. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, my partner
And
brought that up because it was a little graphic that said like the last few people who had did that all won Finals MVP. I think it was like
man, he like the
Bron.
fifth player in history.
Yeah, and he's the only one that didn't win Finals MVP. So yeah, when you put it that way, yeah, that shit was kind of crazy.
You know what I'm
But
saying? I understand what you were saying, like, and I feel like the voters are human, bro. So I feel like they take into account like the things that happen in this playoffs
right,
in general, not just this series. But to me, I feel like shit. He already got the Eastern Conference Finals win. You already then kind of blessed him for how well he's been playing in these other series.
right,
This is the Finals MVP. It's about the series. It's about these 5 games that was played.
yeah. I
So
mean, I don't know. I feel like Tatum in the back of his head, you as a competitor, you always gonna feel some type of way. But if that's your brother, you still gonna be like supportive of him. You ain't gonna
no,
like.
for sure.
Oh, and then now that I seen he got LMA pregnant, I'm like, oh, this nigga winning anyway.
Oh no, winning. And JB got
The
the
shot
one
is,
that just got released from the sky.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they both straight. So
Did you bro, did you see on Twitter it said Jalen Brown versus Kevin Porter Jr. 1-on-1 with her sitting courtside gonna feed families.
oh wait, she used to mess with Kevin Porter Jr.
She
too.
was the one in that
He
domestic
beat her up.
violence case.
Oh no,
Yes.
I didn't even know that. Ah damn.
And you know he back in the league, man. He with the
I
Clippers, man.
seen that
So
shit. I was like, wow. I know they Clippers got a couple people over there that had a little cases going on.
oh no, they're the criminals. They
Yeah,
the LA criminals, nigga. That's what they
them
are.
folks tripping.
Well, but speaking of LA, uh, going to the Lakers, I guess we talk about the draft. I guess the biggest talk is Bronny getting drafted, bro. I know. I guess we can talk about Atlanta not picking Star first. I don't think you pick somebody that doesn't want to play for you. Just my opinion. Um, but yeah, you can go into that. You can have your full on dialogue about the draft as a whole. I know we're gonna get to Bronny eventually, so
I mean, as far as the Hawks, like I see what you're saying. It only reason they don't super duper bother me they didn't get stars because this year it wasn't no clear cut number one. So I don't think it would be a world where they like there was nobody to clear cut. And I kept hearing what's his name? Zachariah, whatever the fuck that nigga name is.
man, Risha Shea,
Rich to
goddamn.
say I kept hearing him being hyped as the number one pick. Like you see all the mocks come out the betting odds. So I pretty much
Mhm.
figured Atlanta was gonna draft him. And then like you say, they didn't have no like interaction with Sar. I'm trying to figure out why his agents would advise him unless it got to be front office like hype around the league. People just probably don't think Atlanta know what they're doing front office wise because I don't see why you would want to play with the Wizards over. I mean, the Hawks suck too, but you got Trey Young and you know you're gonna get fed.
That's what I was about to say. Maybe it was one of them situations where he want to be the one.
I kind of seen something where they said he don't want to play the five in the league, he want to play the four, and that he know that the Hawks got Jalen Johnson, and maybe he didn't want to compete. But I'm like, you was gonna start regardless. You probably just was.
Mhm.
You gonna have to play the. You gonna have to play the five, like because Clint Capella out of there,
Yeah. Or
and
you could
Jalen
push.
Johnson
Or if
could
you
have moved
push
to the
Jalen
three.
to the three, put O
Yeah,
to the five.
yeah. I mean, so I don't know, bro. Like I said, like you say, me personally, if I super duper, he was clear cut number one. He said he don't want to play for me. Like this was Wimby, bro. I'm drafting you. You
Oh
gonna
yeah,
work it
yeah,
out.
yeah. I feel you.
But if it's Sar, I'm like, okay, well, I just hope it's not a world where we looking down the road 3 years and like he tearing it up, and then the dude from the Hawks is just like not working out. Then that's when it's
Mhm.
like, of course, it happened to Atlanta. But
Like the
other than
Lucas
that,
situation.
yeah, I like what Minnesota did in the draft. I think they got some Ant Man some help when he can't like score.
I
Um,
think Terrence Shannon. I think that's his name. Terrence Shannon Jr. from Illinois.
yeah,
He he nice too. He
yeah,
could score and he play defense.
for
He
sure.
lock up. So I do think they won the draft. To be honest,
Yeah, I
one of the
like
weaker
both their
drafts.
picks. I like the Lakers first round pick. I think he kind of getting overshadowed because of course who they picked in the second round. But dude can hoop. He can shoot.
Yeah, I like him. And he pro ready. He old.
Yeah,
He built already.
he was supposed to go top 10 for real. Like his mock
Yeah,
his he was like I seen him early as six for real.
yeah. He dropped. I'm telling you, because of age. He's 23 already.
Well, shit, you can come in and play right now for us.
Yeah, he play right now. Yeah, he just hopping. I think that's why y'all picked him though. Like that's a good pickup for y'all. He learned how to defend. Y'all got something
Yeah,
to show with that one.
and then who else I like they picked in the first round? It was somebody else who the
Who
Spurs get.
the Spurs at 4? They got Steph Castle from UConn, the guard from UConn.
Okay, I like anything the Spurs do really, just because I know they got that man down there.
Man, I like Steph Castle, bro. He's 6'6". He played a point. Like six
Oh
six,
yeah,
played a point. Put him next to Devin, who's 6'5", who can score it. I don't know what they're gonna do at 3. They probably still run Keldon Johnson, but now you got 3 6'5", 6'6" guards on the floor. Wimby back there, and then you just kind of plug you in a 4 if you want to.
yeah, yeah. They looking nice. I mean, I say they gonna be hovering around the play in my opinion.
Yeah, especially with CP. CP
Yeah,
don't have really losing seasons as much as we like to talk about him. Like even when they shipped him to OKC, it was like, oh, y'all finna be in last. No, we
nah,
not.
they
We're gonna
was
make the
competing.
playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Right.
compete. So I think CP3 to the Spurs was a huge thing.
Yeah, him
I
and
think
Pop. That's too like you ain't gonna get too
man,
good basketball. But
brainiacs,
that, yeah, for sure.
man. I think the biggest surprise of the draft was Zach Edey to Memphis.
That was another notable name because I don't really be keeping up with college that much. But yeah, Edie to Memphis, I like that move though. I don't think he all that, but I mean, you 7, whatever. Like it's gonna be hard served to just not feel a purpose. Like folks got to understand, like when you drafting somebody, you got to have an idea in mind for them. You don't want to just put them out there and have no type of clue what you want him to do. That's how
Mhm.
people end up being bust. So I feel like if they give him like a little 10 to 13 minute role or more than that, go out there and just protect the paint and get rebounds. I'm pretty
Right.
sure he can do that. His mobility may be a problem, um, but they can work it out. But
Yeah. No.
Memphis, I don't think
Mhm.
Memphis really too much. They just need Ja and company to come back, and they gonna be right back in it too. So
Yeah. No, I 100%. I think he works for a team that don't need him, like Memphis for
right,
sure. Like, like you said, bro, set these screens for these pick and rolls with Ja. Get these rebounds, protect the rim.
that's all
That's
you
it.
got.
Like, and then we still got Jaren for somebody who a little more mobile, and we might be able to let him play like backside help if somebody decide to like post up or something.
And
Like, you know
keep
what
him
I
out of
mean?
foul trouble too, because that's really his problem. Jaron Jackson getting
Oh yeah,
foul
he's a
trouble too
foul
much.
machine.
So they can keep him. They can keep him clean off fouls. Shit, tell Edie to go in there and pick up 3.
Hmm.
That's good. And then Bronny. I mean, I don't got no analysis on that for real. Like everybody with a brain knew that he was getting picked in the second round by the Lakers. Like I don't. And the NBA draft is a different. I think some people getting it confused with NFL. Like I didn't, cause I ain't even peeped that there's only 2 rounds in the NBA draft.
Hmm.
So you gotta think, bro. There's a lot of talented players that's getting undrafted. So no,
Always.
the Lakers probably could have got somebody better in that slot, but it was about doing LeBron a favor. Bronny wanted to hear his name called. Like it's other factors that go into it. I don't like how people trying to make it seem like he took a spot from somebody because he wasn't because he's LeBron's son. Like, bro, it's not that deep in the NBA. Now, if it was the NFL, he got picked second round. Okay, yeah, hell
That
no,
might be a little much.
right? Like,
But
because
we talking about the 55th pick out of 58, bro. They didn't even have
right, like
60. We talking about 55 out of 58.
right, like he got picked, but it was like a we can call anybody at this point. We just
Man,
call
who
him niggas.
cares? We just trying to
Right.
finish the draft at this point. Why not? I just
So
don't get. I don't get why everybody be so mad because it'd be like, well, one, if you a parent, why not put your child in that position? It's not like he handed it to him. It ain't like this nigga still had to go play basketball. He was a 5-star coming out of college, bro. I mean, coming out of high school. So
right,
like, LeBron didn't gift him that. You know what I mean? Bronny probably would have been a first round pick if he was 6'5".
right.
You
I
know what I
mean,
mean? So like, why people be mad at the fact that he got picked up on his dad team, and they feel like, I don't. How do you feel like somebody else lost the shot? They didn't get picked 1 through 54, and
that's
because he
my
got
point.
picked 55, it's a problem, bro. What
Yeah.
happened to the first 54 picks? What
Yeah.
happened to 56, 57, 58? Why this
Right.
nigga still ain't get picked? It's this one spot?
Yeah,
Come
exactly. I
on, bro.
mean, yeah. I think it's just because he's LeBron's son,
Oh
and
yeah, people need to
It's
find a way to
LeBron.
discredit.
It's LeBron involved. Like if it was anybody else's son and that this shit happened, like it wouldn't be this much talk about it. But I mean, like you say, he's a parent. What else is he supposed to do? Oh no, don't draft him. Like
Like,
nigga, what? No, go get him. Like that's my
God,
son. I'm already doing y'all a favor anyway by taking this pay cut, which we probably get into that he ended up not taking because they couldn't get shit. But I mean, now my only thing is like now Bronny they come out here first week and they try to play this nigga like in the rotation. Okay, no, y'all doing too much. He
mm,
needs to develop. He need to go to the G League. They already gave him the guaranteed deal or whatever,
4
so he
years,
got a roster
7.9.
spot.
Yeah.
He got a roster spot, so he just need to develop. But I don't know, bro. I just don't get how people seeing it. It's cool to me. Like his son is his it's a son and dad on the same basketball team. Like that's some shit we probably don't see again for a little minute.
Yeah, no, for
I
real.
think people kind of
100%.
understating it. Like we hate so much on stuff that we can't even peep at what we're really looking at for real.
That's just some cool shit. This nigga 40 and his
Yeah,
son
his son
gonna
on the
play
team, like
in the
you feel me?
NBA. We not just talking about a regular job, nigga. This ain't FedEx and y'all both work together. This the NBA.
Right.
Like, so I feel where you coming from. To your point of him not playing, uh, that was actually like one of the reports before we started. They said Bronny probably gonna spend most of his time with the South Bay Lakers in the G League. So, which was I don't know how I feel about that for two reasons. One, the 15 man on the bench is the 15 man on the bench. It really don't even matter.
Right.
Um, and also like Rich Paul saying before the draft even started, yeah, he's not going two way. Now that might have been a thing to get your client where he want to be,
Yeah.
which was LA. So like if anybody's even thinking about drafting me earlier than 55, yeah, bro, don't because I'm not going to sign a contract that got me on the G League. But
That's another
apparently
thing
he
that
is.
kind of pissed me off too. Like a lot of folks were saying that because when the reporter Rich Paul was calling around telling folks like just straight up don't draft him, they were saying that was tampering. I'm like, bro, do y'all know how many times agents maneuver where they want they client to go? Like a
Well,
lot of stuff happens so
tampering.
much that we don't know, and then when it come out, we acting like it's new. I'm like, bro, this shit. Austin Reeves literally did the same thing to go
Mm-hmm.
undrafted to sign where he wanted to go. Like they do this all the time, and I mean once LeBron kind of said he wasn't gonna go wherever Bronny went, I'm pretty sure that nobody really was sniffing around him too much. I mean,
Right.
I think if he would have went undrafted, well, you can choose where you want to go, but I don't think the Lakers was his only choice. But I think the Lakers was the only ones who like was actually pursuing him.
Yeah. I
But
mean, I feel like if you're gonna take a shot, why not take a shot on arguably the greatest player ever, Child, who was a
yeah,
5 star coming out of high school. It wasn't like he was a bum. You feel me?
yeah, I don't know where the he's a like I don't know people do that like he just garbage. I don't see it me personally. Maybe I'm just not looking. I'm not saying he's gonna be an all star, but like you said, the 15 man, bro, that shit don't matter. But
Man.
my what I want to say about that, like pose a question to you, because I'm not actually sure because I'm not in the league or anything. So if he's the 15 man on the bench, you pretty much you're still practicing. You might be scout team in practice, get a lot of
Hmm.
looks. Do you think for his development though, it would be better off for him to be down in South Bay because he would actually be a focal point and play more, or you think being the 15 man with the real NBA roster, I guess, and just going getting practice looks. Like, which one you think would serve him better? Because I actually think that, like you say, I think the South Bay kind of would serve him better because he needed like to play because the cardiac shit kind of took a year off of him.
Yeah. I would say that always playing the game is better than not.
Right.
So the more experience he get, closer to the NBA level is always going to be better. Like I will say, the competition not the same, but they workout regimens are probably the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they practice schedules are probably similar, things of that nature. So it's like he's getting the NBA lifestyle without necessarily being an NBA player. So I mean, yeah, I say grand scheme of things for sure. I think the South Bay Lakers is a just G League in general is a way better spot for him than trying to put him on the bench and just let him sit there.
Yeah.
Because I think with G League contracts, they got to be like, or if you do a 2 way deal or whatever, I think you got to do like 40 games, like as an actual player, like as an actual NBA player, you have to be on the bench 40 games, I believe. Don't quote me. So it's like, bro, you're gonna be there. You're gonna see everything. You're gonna still practice with us. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Yeah.
gonna have all of that. And then hell, we might be up 40 one night and throw you in the game. We might be
Right.
down 40 one night, throw you in the game. Shit. So
Yep.
you'll get some sort of experience. But like competition wise, I don't know how much it helps because I don't really, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really know too many people that like go G League and then to NBA and then kind of like make that jump. You know what I mean? Like the G League kind of like a cog to me. Like it's like you just get stuck in that cycle, bro. It's just
Yeah.
G League team to G League team. You might get a shot, might get a 10-day. They might even offer you the rest of the year. But then it's like, all right, now after that, you're probably back in the G League. Like,
Yeah. Like I feel the same way. Like it's like you just stuck because like Mac McClung, probably like the most popular dude I know down there, and they just pulled him out for the dunk contest, and he
man.
gets shit back down because like Sharif still down there. I think uh the Cavs drafted somebody nice last year. What's his name? Bates.
Oh, Amani Bates. I don't know why he's not playing. Those other guys, I had excuses for them not playing. I don't know. I have no clue why he's not playing.
Yeah, I just feel like some folks get stuck down there. I don't know. The NBA kind of different on rookies, like how the NFL. I know I'd be comparing it to NFL because I'm more familiar with like how the rookie shit work.
Hmm.
You know, NFL, like your first, second, third, fourth, fifth round pick, they pretty much need to contribute to your team. In NBA, like I don't like they don't play the rookies unless they like number one.
I was gonna say
Like the
once you
Lakers
get past
been,
lottery, these niggas is
yeah, they
you damn
just
near ain't got no
picking them.
shot. You
It's
damn
like
near got no
it's just a
shot.
trade asset at this point. Like, oh, we'll throw his ass in there too,
Man,
or
what?
we'll
Because
just
who
give
y'all
you the
pick?
pick outright.
Y'all pick was it last year? Jalen Hood Shafino
Yeah,
out of
he ain't touched
Indiana.
the court
He
not one. Well,
never
he touched the court a
played.
little. I think he might have got in a little bit in like beforehand, but he was like niggas wasn't fucking with him. He was
That's what I'm
trash.
saying. I was excited to see him play.
Yeah, I thought he
Nigga,
was
never,
decent when we picked him
never
up.
ever touched the court. Never ever touched the court.
I think, bro. I think Connect gonna play though for sure. Like
No,
he
for
gonna play.
sure. Especially in JJ offense.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he tailor made for
Yeah.
JJ anyway. So,
No, I
but
agree.
yeah, that's I agree. I feel like you up 20 or 30, and depending on how much time Bronny get thrown in there. But other than that, I don't see him being a real rotation player because I'm trying to think. He's a guard. I mean, if we keep D'Lo, he ain't gonna get more minutes than him. He's not gonna get more minutes than Connect. Not gonna get more minutes than Reeves. And I think if they keep Gabe Vincent, he probably won't get more minutes than him. So I don't see him playing over nobody for real.
Man, all right. You segueing into the next point then, because all this coming and going. There's been a whole bunch of people coming and going. We can start with the Lakers before we even get into the big shit.
Well, ain't nobody coming over here. We ain't
Right.
get shit.
Right.
We didn't get shit. We just got the same niggas.
Right. 100%, man. Yeah, like you said, bro. Ain't no other way to put it. Ain't no way to politically put it. Ain't no way to make it sound nice for the YouTube viewers or none of that. Nigga, y'all didn't get nobody. LeBron really told Rob Pelinka, "Hey, bro, I bet $20 million you can't figure this out. I bet 15 to 20 million you can't bring somebody here." And he was
I
right.
mean,
So
I kind of feel like it's both sides slick, but it's easier to clown on them, especially Rob. I mean, in my opinion, he kind of I don't know. I just feel like he fucked up that Westbrook shit. That and then after when they won in 2020, they should have tried to keep that core together or at least stick to that strategy. Like,
mhm.
how many times does LeBron have to show you what the strategy is for him alone? Like, bro, it's 3 and D around him. That's just is what it is. And then you add AD to it. So okay, you want to go the size route with JaVale and Dwight, and then you still got 3 and D with Danny Green, uh, Casey. But them niggas had the perfect team. Oh my god.
Mhm. Then
Okay,
they
and
even
then
got Rondo. So if Bron
Rondo
wants to come off
Cruz was
ball,
playing his role.
yeah.
Yeah, Markeith Morris. So I don't know. Lakers didn't get nobody, but I was telling like my partner, I'm like, who was they really? They really only choice of getting somebody was Clay when he became available because they wasn't getting Paul George. They weren't getting Tyrese Maxey. They weren't getting Harden, even though LeBron said he would take that pay cut for
I was
Harden.
about to say Harden was just chasing the bag. So
Oh my
y'all
god,
didn't
he was
even have
not
a
Harden.
bag to give him.
We dodged the bullet. I don't want that nigga anyway. He's trash.
Yeah.
So Clay, I heard they said they offered him more money. The contract I saw they offered him was too much, in my opinion.
Two for
But
80.
yeah,
I think that'd be cap, bro. I think
I
that
hope it is Cap
is why
because
everybody getting the same number. They was finna get a coach 70. Clay finna get 80, and don't nobody want to be here. I
well, they
think the
said
80
they
was
said
that
something
4 for
about
80 was cap though.
state income, state taxes, or something like that, and something like playing for the Lakers was too much like playing for the
Too
Warriors.
much like playing for the Warriors. Yeah, I did see both of those. The state tax is 14% in LA
Yeah,
versus 0 in Dallas.
so
But I mean,
I would have took my chips too, and then you got to play with younger Luca because if I don't win, but Clay on the way out too though, like so him and
yeah.
LeBron timeline kind of match up. So
hmm I think I think Dallas is the better team. LA is the better fit,
yeah, because I'm
to be
who
honest.
I they gonna start all three of them. Y'all already was barbecue chicken on defense. You finna add
No, for
Clay in
sure.
the lineup like
Yeah, they got
right
figured that
here.
out.
I
And
don't
then
like
what? PJ and Lively? Yeah, nah. Them
I don't
guards
like
don't.
that. Clay
Them
gonna have to
guards
come off the
don't.
bench.
I doubt it. He wasn't coming off the bench for the Warriors.
Well,
Cause
he was
I
at first, but he was
well, I'm
upset
saying
about
for
it.
this one, they offered him I forgot what they offered him, but their like response to their offer, like in addition to was, hey, you gotta come off the bench. We're gonna start Pajemski.
If I'm Clay, I'm not doing it either though, because like, bro, I built this shit brick by brick. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I don't care how much of a slump Clay Thompson go through. Well, I
Yeah.
do, but at the same time, it's like, bro, the nigga who's starting over him, he all right, but he ain't like, I don't know. Clay, I can feel Clay because I feel like they didn't try to push Clay to the side too many times. Like, they try to do it with Jordan Poole. When he started popping off, all my partners and Warriors fans like, oh, we don't need Clay no more. We got JP. I'm like, bro, Jordan Poole, I don't know. Folks just forget. I remember Clay being that two-way and him and Draymond, you throw Clay on somebody locked up and he making
Hmm.
threes. And then the injuries, bro, like you're not gonna come back the same off them injuries, but he still can shoot the fuck out the ball regardless.
No,
He
he had the worst year of his career. He averaged 18 points and shot
39
40,
from three.
39 from three. Yeah,
Like, come
40,
on,
39.
bro.
Come on, bro. That
Everybody
is,
would take that.
I was going to say that's above league average, and there ain't too many people averaging 18 a game, right? You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah,
as not in a winning situation.
right. So I don't know. Speaking of somebody who is averaging 18, they D'Lo, of course, opted in once he saw DeJounte Murray get traded. Because he
Mm,
wasn't gonna opt in beforehand because he knew he was the main trade piece, which he probably still is. Because this offseason, they're not gonna let him walk for nothing next offseason. So it's either
man,
trade now or trade deadline for him, in my opinion.
once he opted into that $20 million, I knew he was out of there. Nigga, y'all not finna pay that nigga no $20 million in 1 year.
Yeah, no. So I don't know what the Lakers are gonna do. Honestly, at this point, it's just LeBron twilight years, and hope you can make the best out of it. I still think they're gonna try to swing a trade. I just don't know if it's gonna be significant enough. But I think the biggest difference that they can just hope to bank on is the coaching change because, like, even last year with the roster they got now,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like you was just complete buns. It was like it was just the coaching margin to me. So I think if you can swing a trade for like one or two more players that it's gonna be thick in the West. You just gotta stay in the middle of it. You can't keep being a play-in team every year. You fighting too hard to get to the
Fighting too
playoffs.
hard. God.
So if they can stay like in that, but the sixth seed will be like a good for the Lakers, in my opinion. That would be perfect.
Six played three. I think it depends on how it fall. I think they need to try to play like they need to try to stay top five. Six might be a slot too far
I don't.
because
I
at
mean,
worst, if you five, you play four.
yeah, I
Versus,
wouldn't even think about it like that because I feel like for me the only bad matchup for them is Denver, and Denver kind of getting worse now too.
I think Minnesota would have been a map. That's what made me say that because Minnesota was three this year, and if the Lakers were six, I think Minnesota still win that, and you still out first round.
I think Dallas kind of just put it out there how to play them, in my opinion, though. Because
You gotta have the bodies to do it though.
yeah, you do at the
You
end of the
gotta
day.
have
That's
the
why I say
personnel to do that.
it's about matchups because they get OKC. Well, shit, now what OKC done did, I don't know, but
Oh no, Harden's
it's
still in
about
that.
matchups. But like you say, is are the Lakers gonna take the regular season serious? Because you got to think you had the most health out of LeBron and AD last year.
Mm-hmm.
They both finna play Team USA basketball. Like, bro, they're not going that year again playing 70 plus.
I feel
Um,
it, but they might have to. I ain't gonna say they have to, but if they don't, then these role players got to step up. Because I think, because to me, uh, this my whole like disgruntled situation with the Miami Heat every year and Jimmy Butler, and uh, they literally take the hardest route to the finals, and then they get like applauded for it. Like they go eight seed, they go
So they're a fake AC,
play
what
in.
you're saying. They only an
Yeah,
AC
you're
because
not a real.
they
You only an
lollygag
eight
the
seed because Jimmy Butler decided not to play 40 games this year.
Yeah.
He decided to miss 35 games this year. Or when he did play, he was averaging like 15 points a night because he really didn't care. And then every time at the end of the season, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's that time," and he'd be all lit and he'd be turned and ready to go. And
I don't
either
think he can hit
his
that
body
switch no more.
betrayed him, right? Either his body betrayed him, or you run out of gas because you got to fight so hard. If you was a if you, instead of being an eight seed having to play the one, and then the higher seeded and the higher seed again, you would be a four seed, five seed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then work from there. You working too fucking hard. It's like you moving backwards to go forward.
So who
And
can I mean, I'm with you on them taking it serious, but like okay, you got OKC, Dallas, Denver,
Memphis. Well, people
Memphis.
forget. I just like to
So
throw
I
them in
mean,
there.
yeah, if they fight, if they do it, then do I could say five. Five would be like a ceiling for me though. But I don't feel
Five
like
to me, five need to be the ceiling and the floor.
I don't feel like the Lakers should be struggling to win regular season games, in my opinion, though. Like they
That's
roster
very
ain't
true.
complete buns, but they do need to upgrade. But for the roster they got, like they just need to work on configuring around best what they got. I don't think Darvin Ham put people in position to play like best with what they got. So maybe JJ can do that.
Man, and before we move off the Lakers, because there was a lot more going on, the Mavs was the fifth seed last year and they won 50 games. Y'all was the 17 and won 47.
Oh yeah, so the margin is
It's
right
it's
there.
small. It's right there. It's for the
Right
taking,
there.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, and if you are right and it's a coaching thing, then coaching can get you 3 wins,
Yeah,
3, 4
yeah,
wins.
that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
So it's
Like, and
right
these
there then.
teams got better. Some of these teams got better. Some of these teams got worse. The Clippers was the 4 seed. I don't think they're gonna be a 4 seed no more.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's another spot for y'all to move. The Mavs might move a little higher and push somebody out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think I think y'all definitely got a chance. And I think if I was y'all, I would set 5 as like the ceiling and the floor. Like, all right, if this the best we could possibly do, bro, let's try to do the best we could possibly do with this situation. Like,
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna have to swing a trade for sure. They're gonna have to try to get more two-way players, more wings, or another big. Um, I'm not really fucking with the DeRozan thing.
DeRozan is probably no longer an option for y'all since Bron opted in.
Yeah, great. I
Well,
don't
he
like.
resigned. He restructured,
I don't
resigned.
like
So
that
sorry.
fit. I only like somebody who can shoot. Like if Cam Johnson would be perfect to me. That's who they need to be trying to get, in my opinion.
No, we selling. We having a fire sale over here, bro.
That's who they need to be trying to get. Or
6'8". He shoot 40 from three and he defend.
yeah, that's the option right there. It's either him or I guess Jeremy Grant.
I don't
But
like him. I don't know why everybody likes him so much.
I know when he come to us, he gonna forget how to shoot. I already know it.
I don't see why everybody loves Jeremy Grant so much or what he's gonna do,
He don't move
especially
the
for
needle
like
for
y'all.
me.
To me, yeah, for man, yeah.
I think Cam Johnson can fit the role better because he already used to playing with superstars. Like he played with D Book. He know how to play off ball. Jeremy Grant don't
And
really
having to
fit no
play,
role.
in Brooklyn where there is no star player and there is no like real
Right.
facilitator, he had to learn how to get his own. And he was still
Yeah.
averaging like 15,
So
15 or
now
16. So,
JJ gonna run you some. He gonna run you some because
oh, he gonna run some plays for him. Yeah.
that was JJ game in the league. So he gonna
Hmm.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, he
we if
might
we
turn
get
Cam into
him
something different. Yeah.
or if the Jazz selling.
Or Dorian Finney-Smith. We selling. We big sellers over here.
Yeah. If the
Dorian
Jazz
Finney-Smith.
selling,
Good.
if Laurie Mark, I'll take Walker Kessler though. To be honest, if you
No,
don't
he's a
want to,
monster. I don't know
yeah,
why they trying to trade him. That's absurd to me.
I don't know. But the Lakers gonna have to swing a trade. But I ain't too much banking on it. Like I don't have championship aspirations no more. So whatever they do, they do. I don't give a damn.
I feel that. So segue from the Lakers to the crosstown rivals, Clippers. They let Paul George walk out the door for nothing. So I think their free agent moves go is Derrick Jones Jr. Resign Kawhi, resign James Harden, Nick Batum.
Yep.
I want to say, and
Trying to get Westbrook out of there.
yeah, he's probably a goner too, if I'm being honest. And yeah, I think that's about it. But I think letting Paul George walk out the door for nothing is crazy. Absolutely
Yeah. When you
insane.
look back on it, you look at the trade, all the stuff they gave up. But I mean, at the same time, I feel like not winning nothing is crazy. So yeah,
Right.
letting them walk out for nothing is bad. But at the same time, it's like, bro, I don't even give a fuck no more because you got Kawhi, Paul George, and the every role player you could think of. They didn't try so many different configurations around them too, and you didn't win anything. It's like, bro, okay, well, it just we already said it during how many strings we didn't did together. We already said it, like, bro, it's time to just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time to let it go for them. They let it go. Kawhi, you should have stayed in Toronto, in my opinion, or you could have came to LA with Bron and AD, but you wanted to be your own guy,
As everybody does. As
right?
every
But
superstar do.
you I guess you had it in your mind that you could do what you need to do, but it just didn't work out for you, buddy. Um, Paul George is like, bro, you how many times you like that boy Dane say he running from the ground.
You
Paul
think
George,
so?
I think he know at this point in his career that he's not best served as the number one guy. That's why he left the Pacers to go with, well, OKC or whatever.
Okay, see.
And
Hmm.
then,
I
I
heard that
think
wasn't supposed to be a thing either.
nah, he was supposed to be with the Cavs, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. And they was
Yeah, I
like,
mean, and
nah,
Paul
I ain't
George
going.
could have been on the Lakers too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that move specifically, like with him going to Philly, that don't move the needle to me. Like, I don't get wild. I don't get wild no more when I see these niggas link up because I done seen so many link ups that don't work out.
I feel that.
I'll be like, okay, oh, such and such went there. Okay, cool. Like the last time I got wild by something was when KD went to the Warriors. That was the last time I was like, wow. Other than that, when KD, Kyrie, and Harden got together, I was like, okay.
No,
And
I was hyped
then
for that. I was lit.
I mean, I was like a little bit, but I kind of still was like, who gonna play defense? And I was like, them three ISO guys, kind of like, yeah, Kyrie and KD can play off the ball, but Harden and Kyrie, they kind of just, I don't know, but I don't know how that would have worked if health and all. Who else? Like
I think that's the big thing for the Sixers.
when KD went to the Suns, I didn't feel no hype about that, and then when they got
Man,
Bradley Beal, I didn't feel nothing about that.
he's I don't even want to speak on him. I ain't gonna say nothing bad. I
I
ain't gonna say
just,
nothing
like I
bad.
said, I gotta see it. I
But
gotta
I
see
gotta
it.
apologize to him on here too.
Who Bradley Beal?
Yeah. I said I ain't gonna say nothing bad just in case I gotta apologize later.
Yeah, I don't. I
But from
don't
what I saw, the nigga was trash. I ain't gonna lie.
I
We
mean, you
was the
spent all your years in Washington trying to get paid, and then you trying to go play meaningful basketball towards the tail end, and you've never played meaningful basketball. So,
now I will say today. I don't know if it's to their discredit, but to their credit, but they didn't play many games together. I will say that. So I
I mean, that's their fault. It ain't their
really
fault
his fault. He
necessarily.
was the one missing most of the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's their fault, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't like that fit. Period. And that I didn't like their roster. I'm like, they couldn't get nobody else. They still can't get nobody else because the NBA has made it impossible to do this three all-star shit and get other people down there with the apron and all that.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that they went Bradley Beal, and I don't know what point guards was available at the time, but that's what they're missing to me. The Suns is missing a point guard. Everybody else wants to
Suns had
score the
the
ball.
perfect team. They had Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson. You had the wings. You had the point guard and Chris Paul. You had Devin Booker. If you wanted to replace DeAndre Ayton, that's what you should have did.
Yeah,
But they just, I don't know. But Paul George to the 76ers, I don't know. Like, it's nice, but like I told my partners, bro, until you address the elephant in the room, you're not gonna win no championship. And the elephant in the room over there in Philly is Embiid, in my opinion.
it's just health with him, with all of them. To be honest, well, him and Paul George,
I
it's just
don't
health to me.
I don't care what Paul George do. Like if Paul George give me what he give me, okay, cool. But if Maxie give me what he give me, cool. But it's on Embiid.
No,
Like
I 100% agree. The whole thing stand on him, but that we can talk kind of hypotheticals because the season ain't started. But if he stay healthy, then that's a whole different issue.
But I'm
Because the
saying, how
last
many
time,
times
the
we
last,
going how many
huh?
times? Okay, if Embiid play for your organization, how many times you gonna let this nigga get hurt every time and say if he stay healthy the next season? Obviously, he's not going to stay healthy.
No, I feel you, but
So I mean, bruh,
what do you do though? Because if
I
you're
don't
an owner
know.
or GM, you don't go. All right, let's trade this nigga.
No,
'Cause
you don't. But when I look at it, I'll be like, shit. I look in Atlanta, I see Trey Young, Eastern Conference Finals, Halliburton, Eastern Conference Finals, Celtics, Eastern Conference Finals. Everybody done been. You can't even get me to an Eastern Conference Finals. At some point, I ain't never.
you gave me two flukes and a truth.
I
You
don't,
gave me two flukes and a
so
truth.
so Embiid couldn't get fluky not 1 year.
Man, everything always fluky happened to him. That Kawhi 17 bounce on the rim, that was a little rough.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's a little rough.
I fuck with Embiid,
Ben Simmons not taking his layup. That's a little rough.
but this my thing though. I fuck with him, but bro, you didn't ran out of all options. You didn't got rid of every coach. You didn't put the blame on every other player you was playing with. You didn't put it on Ben Simmons. Okay, cool, he gone. You put it on Brett Brown, he gone. Jimmy Butler that came, he gone. James Harden gone. Like What more do I have to give you? I didn't gave you the teammates. I didn't gave you multiple coaches. You didn't went through the process. We've been a consistent playoff team for 5+ years. Like,
Mhm.
what is it? What do I have to do? Because, like you say, it can be flukes or whatever, but everybody is making it to the East Conference Finals, bro. You can't even. He's the Dak Prescott of the NBA, in my opinion. Regular
I
season,
can't really argue that too much.
regular season, he gonna tear your ass up. He gonna put 50 on you. He gonna give you stats. But playoffs, I don't know where it's at.
I don't
I
think
don't.
that's what I'm saying. His production don't move. It's his health. So like even playoff, because like that would be where I kind of differ on that Dak Prescott thing. Dak Prescott don't be hurt. He just don't perform. So like this nigga just be hurt. His perform, we seen him perform, bro. He was on one eye and one leg against the Knicks, and still was averaging like 30 and 11. Like,
So if somebody out there though, you know how it go. Like, yeah, everybody's hurt. I
oh,
understand every
no,
hurt
for
ain't the
sure.
same hurt,
Yeah,
but
I was
bro,
about to say.
folks playing an 82 game season, like you
Mhm.
ain't going out there feeling like peaches, and you gonna feel something. But and then like you said, if you hurt, but you still giving me 30 and 11, like shit, nigga, you really ain't even hurt. I mean, you hurt, but you still give me production, so it's not
I
like
don't
it's an
think like
excuse.
that. I think I'm hurt. Imagine, and I was averaging 30 and 11. Imagine what I could do if I was healthy. Imagine what I did to y'all if I had two good knees and one eye that would actually blink when I wanted it to. Like that's just the way I think about it. And especially like being the owner, he already paid whatever. So it's like, bro, I'm gonna just keep trying to make this team as good as possible until this nigga decides he don't want to be here,
I mean, you
or
got
until
to.
we decide to like ship him out.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, from where Philly came from, trying to draft all them number 1 picks and they wasn't working out to this the guy who worked out, you kind of got to sink your ship with him. So I agree
Mhm.
with you saying, like, you gonna keep giving him the money, you gonna put everything else around him. But I don't know, like I'm saying, like when Shaq be getting on these niggas on inside the team, like, bro, it's on Embiid. Like he gotta take his game. Okay, so can we give him the Tatum speech? If he don't do something this year, is it like it's time to start saying something to you?
Yeah,
So what's your floor? Like, no doubt they should make it Eastern Conference Finals, right? Because really,
yeah.
you
We
should be talking ring talk with Embiid at this point.
I was gonna say to be honest, but because they ain't crossed that threshold, we lowered the bar a little bit, and we put it
So
at
they
Eastern
should make
Conference
it Eastern
Finals.
Conference Finals. If they don't do that, like it's time to start looking around. Like, okay,
I think again. All right, so I agree. I do think if they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals, it is time to question them a little bit, or more than a little bit. But I'll also say I think it depends on the matter in which that happens. If these niggas get hurt, or say he stay healthy and Paul George get hurt, because he played 70 some or 60 some plus games last year, but that don't mean he's guaranteed to stay healthy again. You feel me? So say he don't work out. Now it's like, well, shit, you back to the same situation you had down there.
I mean, yeah,
You, Kelly Oubre, and Maxi.
I'll always get a
You know what I'm
health.
saying?
I'll always get a health thing. Like if health go out the window, yeah, the whole bet go out. But I just I
But
know like
barring that, I'm with you.
yeah.
They 100% should be in East.
I
I
don't
think they're
know if
better
you can
than the
count
Knicks.
on all three of them. Well, I don't know if you can count on Embiid and Paul George staying healthy the whole time. But like you say, yeah, if they do, they should. Cause they stuck with this. Like you just paid Maxi, you just paid George, and Embiid ain't going nowhere. So you gonna have to
Them
work it out.
niggas stuck. But I think that's probably why they also not done like building in the margins too.
Yeah, I
So
like
it's
Drummond.
like
I like Drummond with them.
Drummond, Oubre came back. They got Eric
Yeah,
Gordon.
yeah, they
Uh,
got the makings of a
you know what I'm
championship
saying?
too.
I'm trying to build something around so that way, if you do fall off at some point during this season and you get hurt, we could still right the ship better than Maxi had to do it by himself when he was, kept us at 7, 8. Shit, we might could still, if we was 3, we might could fall the farthest 5. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And not have to be in a play-in situation in general.
So if you Philly GM right now and you the owner and Embiid about to go play overseas,
Oh, about to go play Team USA? I'm shutting that shit down.
I'm about to tell that nigga go sit down. Like, no,
Bro,
you're
go
not playing.
sit your goofy ass down. You're not even an American for real, and you want to go play for Team USA, bro? Go sit the fuck down. You're not
Yeah,
even doing
like
this for country pride at a point, bro. You want to say you an Olympic gold medalist, bro? Go sit down.
Yeah, because if you can't, I feel like it's like how your parents used to say, like, if you can't go to school, you can't go outside afterwards. You can't
Man, pretty
you can't
much,
sit
man.
you can't sit here and play my playoff games. Well, he played, but you was hurt. Like, then why would you need to use the whole summer to
Man,
just
you need
sit
to
out?
on God. You need to use the whole summer, nigga. If I'm the Clippers, I'm saying the same thing to Kawhi, bro. You're not finna, nigga. What? I'm finna go into this new build. What?
Especially after we lost Paul George, nigga.
I'm
You
finna
all we
go in
got.
this new building. I just had to pay James Harden a whole bunch of bread that I really probably didn't want to. I paid you. You signed this extension. We lost your homeboy because shit, he thought I should have paid him more than I paid you. And you finna go your ass to Team USA and go play, and you couldn't play for us in the playoffs. You got me. No, sir. No,
Mm.
sir. I don't even know how to like include that in a contract, but it need to be there. No
Yeah.
funny.
I then with the Knicks, I like what they did, but I feel like that's just a whole bunch of B pluses.
Man, what's CJ McCollum calling? A super team full of role players.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like, it didn't wow me.
It ain't nothing special about it.
No, I feel like they ceiling still is about what it was last year.
And every time I talk about it, because I'm a Brooklyn fan, so people be like, "Oh, I'm hating because Mikal over there," bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
He
no, it
gonna
ain't
go over
like
there
you
and be
cry
with
about
his
losing.
friends and do nothing.
Yeah, no, he ain't nobody you cry about losing because I think Brooklyn kind of wanted him to take more of a step up as a number one, and he didn't
Oh
really
yeah, and
take
that
that
didn't
step.
happen. That didn't work out. It worked out for the second half of the year because nobody knew what you was on. Nobody even knew you was capable of this. He averaged
All right.
26 once he got traded. After that, what he averaged like 18,
Yeah, once people start getting that
17.
film on you and they know what you like to do and they looking at you for that number one guy, like it's a little different.
Cam Johnson was really my number one guy. I mean Cam Thomas. Sorry, not Cam Thomas.
Right.
Not Cam Johnson. Cam Thomas
He
ended up being my number one
but
guy.
he finna put up about 50 shots this year.
Man, what? That's
He
why I
gonna be
want
hitting
all
over
these
every
all
night.
these load offs, bro. I just want my team to be exciting. I know we suck. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm watching all college basketball this year. I'm looking forward to the top five, nigga, next year for sure.
Yeah. So if you, I don't know, because in the East, I still feel like it go through Boston, but I would say Boston, New York, Philly, and I don't really know who that for. I guess Orlando would probably be that fourth team I'll throw in there.
Boston, New York, Philly. Boston, New York, Philly. And you said who?
Orlando.
Orlando. Okay, I
Yeah.
like Orlando.
Yeah, they got KCP. I like that. And then you let
No,
them
they
know.
did. I like Orlando. I got some folks that follow the Magic pretty heavy, pretty hard, and I think personally they'll be like, I gotta go look at the standings because what was they 5 last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. Yeah, they was 5 last year. Cleveland gonna take a step back. Ooh, but the Sixers and the Pacers might get better.
Oh, I forgot about the Pacers.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't. They didn't do much, did they? They only they only re-signed players, right?
yeah, but I don't feel like they. I mean, you do need to add all the time, but sometimes the best thing to do is keep your core intact until you can add. And I like they core.
Uh,
Indiana
I
almost
think it
damn
was
near
a little
got too
fluky.
many players.
Yeah, I think it was a little fluky though. I ain't gonna lie, just me
I
personally.
think the Eastern Conference can be somebody different every year, in my opinion. Like, I don't think it's no juggernauts over there besides Boston.
Yeah.
And I
No, they
think
got James Wiseman. There you go. They
fuck that
got
nigga
James
suck.
Wiseman. Nah, I like Wiseman for them the style of play they do, the way they play.
Yeah, maybe they can. He need to be with some young niggas, I guess.
Yeah, so he can run, he can stretch the floor, he can shoot threes, he can do whatever. He
He was
protect the
supposed.
paint. Good
Uh,
little backup big. When Miles Turner got to sit.
you say Cleveland? I don't know if Cleveland gonna take a step back. I think they're gonna be their usual self and like just a nice regular season team. Get to the playoffs, not really talking about nothing for real.
Let me also say I think Darius Garland probably out of there, or at least gonna ask to be out of there.
They just gave Donovan Mitchell that bag. Uh,
And remember they said it before this. No, as soon as they season ended, and Darius Garland represented by Clutch, I think, by Rich and them. They
well, nigga, I
said,
know
"Hey, if
it.
he resigned, I'm asking out."
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if I would take Darius Garland on the Lakers. To be honest, I don't know if I would. Like,
Not for him. For him, I don't think he should want to go there either. Because I think the reason he want to leave Cleveland is because his growth getting stunted, like his development is getting stunted, bro. Me and him do the same shit. We do the exact same shit.
yeah, but they got somebody that can do it a little better.
Right. So let me go.
Yeah, so
let me go.
I don't know where he would really fit though. Like, who really needed? Where he gonna have the ball in his hand a lot? He gonna have to go somewhere. Sorry, for real.
Yeah, absolutely. No, for sure. He's 100% gonna have to go somewhere where it ain't required for him to win.
Where is that? It ain't that many situations because, like, shit, out west, even the Rockets gonna kind of be expected to do a little something.
Oh, well, they got point guards too. Shit, I'm gonna throw our name in the hat, and I mean, I'm doing this with all the young guys.
Oh well, yeah, Brooklyn.
Definitely in Brooklyn, bro. You by yourself for right now. We probably gonna have a top 5 pick. So the fact that we're gonna have a top 5 pick, it's gonna be you and who we plan on being the one, but you the one for right now. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be in the same situation next year.
No, I think it's a little different because if we draft like a wing, so I want Cooper Flag, the Great White Hope. I want Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey. So we can draft one of them. With him, it's like, bro, you're a wing player. I still get to have his ball, still get to do my shit, but you're a wing.
Damn, the Hawks got the number 1 pick the wrong year, man. That's
the wrong year. I'm trying to tell you. That's why nobody really cared that y'all got it. Oh well, that the Hawks got it. Let me say that. That's why nobody really cared.
That dude, he just don't got the lookings of a number 1 pick to me at all. Like, I just don't.
Oh, Ricochet.
I don't see it. Like, I don't.
Him and Bronny played a game against each other.
Yeah, I seen the highlights. I'm like,
Bronny was hooping.
Yeah, like. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what the Hawks gonna do. They just stuck.
Yeah. Also, this just in. Well, not really. This just in about 10 minutes ago. Joe Ingles 1-year deal to Minnesota. I think that helps. This is you gotta think, bro. Every signing not gonna be a over the top signing. Like a lot of this should be like in the margins, bro. We need shooting. Yeah. We need some vets. He could come off the bench and hit some jumpers still. He did it for Orlando last year. Like you can come off the bench and hit some jumpers for sure.
Yeah, I think Minnesota they pretty much like they don't need no over the top move. They kind of they in that position of let's just run it back what we got. We saw a deep run. We saw what we need to work on. Let's come back and retool it.
He'll be just as or more beneficial than fucking Kyle Anderson.
I was about to say, yeah, Kyle Anderson. I seen the Warriors trying to get Buddy Hield. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be a fool.
That'd be nice. I think. Well, then is he gonna come off the bench? They're gonna run 3 small guards. What's gonna happen?
Nah, he gonna. I don't know because Buddy Hield.
They got DeAnthony Melton too.
The Warriors to me right now is like they let a bad bitch go and they trying to get a whole bunch of 5s to compensate. Cause it's like, bro, you let Clay go and you signing all these little niggas like DeAnthony Melton and
that's because they don't have no money. So if I sign Kyle Anderson for what 3 years, 27, bro, that's $9 million. I signed DeAnthony Melton for like, let's say 20 over 2, bro. That's 10, bro. We had 19 for 2 people, and Clay wanted at the minimum 20 for 1 year. Like it's just I
don't know, bro. I feel like Golden State need to have a documentary come out years down the road, so we can see what's going on. Because I keep seeing different stuff. Like they keep saying that Draymond and like Clay was upset that they paid Poole and Wiggins them contracts they gave him. So it's definitely in-house stuff going on, but I always felt like, bro, Clay, Steph, and Draymond should have just went out all together. Like I ain't never feel like they should have broke up, but
I feel it. But that them being mad is like the difference between you being a player and me being an owner. I still gotta run a business, no matter how like emotional this shit gets. So me paying Wiggins after he had the best playoff series of his life, and then paying Jordan Poole, who we drafted, it's like, bro, what? I'm trying to build for the future, nigga.
Clay got paid too. You
missed half the time.
Had 2 years out. You was hurt.
Right. We gave you like 4 years, $100+ million. I think it was 140. and you missed 2 of those years.
Oh yeah, somebody had called me.
All good.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know, Clay. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I don't really know any more notable moves you could think of for real.
I was about to say I'm about to track him. DeJounte to New Orleans. I think that does them some good. Um, no, Mikal Bridges to
Yeah.
the Knicks. Mm,
That Dejounte move wasn't shit to me, to be honest. Like I don't like that fit.
you don't think so? I think Bi gone though, so that's another reason I like it.
I mean, I wouldn't say I don't like the fit. I just say it's not a needle mover. Like you say, every move don't got to be a championship aspiration type move. I mean, Atlanta had to get off of him. It just wasn't working with him and Trey, and the money is just.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that might be the guard they need. Is he? Because he gonna have to get more on the ball around point guard like the Hawks, where you got 2 point guards. Trey Young
Right.
didn't never develop that off the ball game like how they try to make him Steph Curry, but that shit requires too much running around. Everybody don't want to
Mm-hmm.
do
Too
that.
much movement. Yeah, and
So
I don't think New Orleans really has a point guard either. So I think it just kind of fit.
yeah, I hope they're not expecting him for no defense though, because that kind of shit was overstated a little bit. He ain't really no lockdown defender like how they was trying to make him. That was another
I
thing they
think
said.
I think he's a better defender on a team where he don't got to do all the scoring and shit. As is everybody though.
Right.
So when Trey was gone and he had to do everything, like I'm not expecting him to defend at all. Not for real.
It ain't too many high usage on ball players in the league that's really good defenders or
Right.
lockdowns. 'Cause it just
Right.
requires too much. That's why
Require
Ant
way
Man
too much
tired
energy.
out.
Yeah. But that's why I was talking to somebody about this the other night. That's why every team has a guy to do it. Every
Right.
team got somebody to go do the dirty work, bro, because I can't make my best player do it. Like, yes, Kobe done made all defensive teams. Bitch, I got Meta World Peace. I'm not finna guard you all night.
Exactly.
Michael Jordan done made all defensive teams. Defensive player of the year. I got Scottie Pippen. Bitch, I'm not finna guard you all night. They got an actual clip of him guarding Kobe and then be like, yeah, nah. Go ahead. Go out there.
Yeah, nah. Everybody, even if like you ever hooped before, you know you probably was a good defender, but you know you got that one partner like, hey, get him.
Man, what?
Cause you know, like
We go play pickup, and I got 4 people that can score this bitch. I'm getting somebody that can get some rebounds and gonna play with full of energy.
yeah, exactly.
I know.
Like you
I know
gotta
the niggas I picked ain't gonna do it.
right. So you gotta kind of pick and choose your spots, especially when it comes like you say playoff time. Like, bro, you going through series, you playing the same team every night.
Right.
Nah, it ain't gonna work trying to tire yourself out both ways. So, like you say, if Dejounte can focus more on defense, not scoring, but if they lose Bi, that's another 20 they losing. Where would Bi go, brother? I keep
I
seeing
don't think that
Sacramento.
hurts so bad. Yeah, I keep saying Sacramento too. But I think Sacramento's only involved because they don't want to lose De'Aaron. De'Aaron said he not re-signing until they make some roster moves.
See now, this is an example, and then we probably can wrap it up. This is an example. If I'm an owner, bro, I'm not like who the fuck you talking to. I'm sorry, bro. Like De'Aaron Fox, you nice, but bro, you is not LeBron James. You is not Steph Curry. Like you do not
Well, he the
tell me.
best player on your team, so
I
it
don't give
just
a fuck. You ain't where because you don't tell me if we don't make some roster moves, you ain't re-signing. Okay, bye. Because now I'm not finna like, bro. To be honest, if they get Brandon Ingram, that's not a good move. Like it's
I don't think
Bi.
it fit. Yeah, I don't think it
Yeah,
fit.
it don't. So you gonna go out there and you gonna try to do something stupid because you want to satisfy him instead of just doing what you want to do with the team. So now you're gonna be in an even bigger hole because you didn't try to satisfy him. He gonna leave anyway, and
Mm-hmm.
now you stuck with Bi contract. So like, if he want to leave, bro, go ahead. It probably time for you to leave anyway. Because if you really wanted to be here, you wouldn't even have said no shit like that anyway.
I feel you. I feel you on that, and I think I don't. Yeah, I don't think certain people just don't fit well in the situation they was drafted either. I don't really see De'Aaron Fox as a lead Sacramento, take Sacramento from being Sacramento to being talked about. Even you know what I'm saying? Like
He
I think
popped
they
off
had
nice
a
he
run.
popped off nice them little 2 years or whatever. But like we said, when the league get that film on you and they start seeing what's up,
And he's still nice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he
I just
definitely
don't
nice.
think. He don't want to even carry you over the hump, regardless. So if
I
you're
forgot
gonna
about
make a move for
Sacramento.
somebody,
Shit.
and Bi want $200 million from the Hornets, he not taking much of a discount from you. I mean, not the Hornets, from the Pelicans, he not taking much of a discount from you. Just in general,
Why Bi can't come to the Hawks?
he could if y'all make
I
that
feel like
happen.
that'd be a better
Well,
fit, in my opinion. Than you got Jalen Johnson, so I don't know. That might not be
slide
the
him to the
move.
4. Or
Yeah, cause
man, depending on how you feel, because Brandon Ingram done ran the 1. So him running the 1, I'm pretty sure he can run the 2. You can gig if you like.
yeah, I don't see no. Honestly, it really ain't nowhere to put him where you say he fit tremendously, because his game kind of is like, is he that? Is he gonna be that mid range guy? What's he gonna be? Is he gonna be on ball, off ball? Like, what's it gonna be?
That is true. I don't know what his
So
game. It's hard to describe his game, to be honest.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know. We know what his game is, but it ain't
But y'all,
set and clear.
they just got Ricochet. I don't know what position he plays.
Oh yeah, I
He
forgot.
a wing though. Yeah, he a
Yeah, I
wing.
forgot about him. So
That
yeah, Brandon
shit.
Ingram, yeah, that ain't a fit. So Sacramento, if they want to do that just to satisfy De'Aaron Fox, I guess. But I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't be no owner. I ain't satisfying y'all niggas. I would be honest with you. Like, I know when you
You
was
got to
Sacramento.
though, in a way though. You got to.
I mean, you the Sacramento Kings. You ain't getting no LeBrons walking through there, not in free agency. So yeah, if
And
you
them
get somebody in
dollars.
the draft, you got to try to keep them. But it's like, bro, you ain't gonna tell me if we don't make no roster moves. Like, we just brought Monk back. It ain't like they been sorry. They be in the thick of things. They just was hurt or whatever last year.
They're just young, bro. Honestly, that's really it to me.
I tell them
To me,
try
they're
his luck.
young and they ain't got.
I tell them, if somebody willing to pay you, what you want, and we get the options to match it, I'll do that. But
That
if
should be
not,
bluff anyway, because no team. That's what I'm saying. No team can pay him what he can get from them. Anyway,
Sacramento.
yeah. When a team
Yeah,
drafts you, they got
exactly.
the right to pay you more.
Right.
You gonna miss out
So
on 20 plus, probably 20 plus M's for sure. So I probably just go down these the rest of these trades. Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso.
I like that,
I like it for the Thunder.
and I like
Uh,
Hartenstein over there too.
I hate the fact that they just went straight up. I don't think that the Bulls are dumb. Can we talk about them for a second?
I think the Bulls trying to like tear it down, slick, in my
But
opinion. So I
not.
feel like
But no, they're not though, because they fucking retarded. So last year, no, because last year, bro, they were holding on to the rope too long, bro. Like, so last year, do you remember when it was trade deadline time and they was like, no, we not trading nobody. We still trying to compete. We trying to compete for a play-in spot. We trying to compete for a play-in spot. You could have sold high on Alex Caruso. You
was
could
the
have sold
East
high
that
on DeMar
bad though?
DeRozan.
They was right there. Didn't they make the play-in? They made it, didn't they?
Bro, I don't let me double check for
I
you.
think that was like the 10th
The
seed.
fact that we got a double check should tell you they was 9.
Because I know the Hawks was so bad and they still made the play-in. So I think the
Yeah,
Bulls
the Bulls was
put the
9,
Hawks out, didn't they?
probably, maybe so.
Yeah, they should have sold last year, but maybe they didn't think they could get what they wanted.
Man, but that's what I mean. Fast forward into now, you get nothing. You traded Alex Caruso straight up for Josh Giddey.
Yeah, that's bad. Because I
A
know
little absurd.
OKC is littered with picks, so you could have got something in there.
Man, what the fuck is his name? Zach. I think even though nobody wants that contract now, I think a contender at the trade deadline or something like that, somebody who's been willing to take that on at that point. Even though he shut it down, though. He did shut it down for the season with the foot injury. But I still think somebody's willing to do that last year versus this year, where now you got to include picks. For them to get Zach gone, they got to include shit.
Yeah, they do.
Because his contract's so big.
They tried to send him to Golden State, didn't they? I think I had seen
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Golden State said no, though, didn't they?
They said absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I
not.
don't
I'm not
know.
fit. I'm gonna be in the same situation. I'm paying.
Right.
They don't want to pay the luxury tax and go to state. That's what it is. He been paying $100 million since like 17.
Yeah.
So nigga ain't trying to do that. But like you finna lose Zach for a bag of Skittles. You finna lose DeMar for a bag of chips. You traded Caruso straight up for Giddey. You probably gonna lose Vucevic when you lose DeMar.
Yeah, Lonzo probably out of there too.
Lonzo is also they was trying to ship him off with Zach too. They're gonna have to add something to Lonzo too to get him off. Now that's just a little unfortunate. I can't blame them for that. But the rest of that shit, bro, y'all could have sold high mid season. Bro, you know what you could have got for Alex Caruso mid
I'd have
season last
traded
year?
Kobe White ass too. Fuck it, I'll throw him in there somewhere.
He's been the only constant though. So
yeah,
even
I
if we
got rid of him.
yeah, shit, just break it all down, tear it all down, bro. But then you go sign Patrick Williams 5 years, $90 million, I think. It's just like, all right, what are we doing? What direction are we going in?
I don't know. I like OKC what they did though with Hartenstein.
Hartenstein,
they needed to be.
He's a touch overpaid, but yeah.
Yeah, but they needed to be a bruiser. So that was what they needed, and then they got Caruso with them with Dort. Oh my god,
Man.
boy, that's 94
They
feet.
got depth, and they got depth now.
Yeah, I like them. They looking nice.
They looking crazy. Clay to the Mavs, obviously. Where did Quinn Grimes end up going? To the Mavs, yeah. Quinn Grimes went to the Mavs too, and Najee Marshall.
Yeah,
they looking good. I ain't gonna lie.
I seen Cade got paid.
Yeah,
but me and you had already said like Detroit ain't got nobody else to pay, so
you might as well. He gonna act out in 2 years anyway.
Yeah, he gonna get tired of that shit.
Denver actually has done nothing. I seen they want Russ though. Jokic is imploring them to get Russ.
Go ahead.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. The Lakers situation fuck Westbrook up, but he's still serviceable for sure. Like I hate when people like, oh, he trash. No, he's not. No, he's not.
But
especially if he accept the role coming off the bench, bro. He is a miniature version of Jokic, and he gonna do what? Because they non-Jokic minutes suck. They always get
the Clippers
get killed.
up.
I think it's the Lakers. I think that's where
Clippers
his whole value died.
I mean, his shit was going down and down anyway, because that's why I was so dumbfounded when we picked him up. Because I'm like, nigga, we played him in the Rockets, the bubble. We literally game plan to leave him open. Then you go sign him. And then it's like, okay, he got over there. It wasn't a good fit. Boom. But when he was with the Clippers last year, before they got Harden off the bench, he was doing what he needed to do.
Right.
Got Harden, they took the ball out of his hand. He started looking stupid again.
So and he went back to the bench. He was like, "Hey, put me on the bench."
Yeah, I think the Clippers slick fucked him up.
So I can do what I do. I'm telling you, I think it was the Lakers, man, because that's just a bad fit, and they tried to force it, and he had to start damn near the whole season. It's just not saying y'all per se, but I just think it was a bad fit, and that's why. So trying to perform in a bad fit, because he's not a shooter or nothing like, and he's not gonna come off ball. So playing with Bron in the starting lineup is like, when I'm ever gonna touch the ball.
Calling out for him though. Like if Denver was to just get him, okay, but like wanting him that bad is kind of insane to me.
Well, I don't think it's that bad because it ain't been done, but he probably did request him. And like I said, bro, I think it's because he do everything Jokic do. If I can get Jokic to come off the floor and replace him with a miniature version of it, I think we all right. Like even these minutes when I'm not on the floor get better at least.
Yeah,
because we be getting smoked. The Pistons got Tobias Harris. He been robbing banks for a long time. That boy been robbing. That boy been hey. Kudos to him, man. Shout out. He legally robbed banks every time a payday.
Tobias Harris, another reason, a big reason why Philly couldn't get over that hump.
Yeah, their third star was 14 point a night guy every single night.
Yeah.
Warriors, Anthony Melton, Chris Paul to the Spurs. Rockets did nothing. Indiana re-signed Pascal and Obi and they signed James Wiseman. Clippers, Harden and Batum. Lakers, Max Christie and Braun. The Heat, they just like y'all. Kevin Love and Thomas Bryant, even though DeMar is favored to go there now. They finna be doing pull-ups. Doing 15-foot pull-ups all game. Yeah, that was pretty much it, bro. I don't really OG re-signed, Mikal Bridges to the Knicks. Yeah, that was pretty much it, man. Jonathan Isaac got a good bag from Orlando. KCP to Orlando. Drummond, Paul George, Eric Gordon to Philly. Hey, bro, underrated. I like Monte Morris and Mason Plumlee on the Suns. Like underrated pickups for sure. Can't hear you. Technical difficulties. Nope. And I saw you muted and come back. He'll be back. But yeah, about these Suns, man, I think it was a underrated pickup for them to get Monte Morris and Mason Plumlee. I spoke about it earlier. We need not we. I'm just a KD fan. They needed a point guard. Monte Morris could do some service in that. Big, high energy, big. I like that too. Portland did absolutely nothing. Sacramento did absolutely nothing. San Antonio got Chris Paul. I think that's huge for Wemby. For my people still in here, appreciate y'all for staying this long, especially. You know what I mean? Y'all the goats. I'm gonna do this just. Yep, I appreciate it. If y'all would go ahead, subscribe, turn the post notifications on, man. I don't be on this motherfucker a lot. I will be soon. I'll be on here a lot more often. I promise y'all that. Yeah. Back to business. I think Chris Paul is huge for the Spurs. Well, huge for Wemby, not really Spurs. I think that moves the Spurs into a 7 to 10 range, playing range. And I would say you never know what happens after that, but they in the West, we know what happens after that. They get smoked eventually, but I think it's good, man. I think that's huge for not just Wemby, but Steph Castle. They drafted him 4th overall. Toronto gave Scotty Barnes the 5-year extension. I think his was 5 years, 225. Don't quote me. Manuel Quickly, 5 years, 195 or 175 again. Don't quote me. Let's see. Sorry, just got word from JC. He's over. He done. He will join us next time. Technical difficulties took over. I'm about to end. I'm finna get out of here, peoples. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Clippers got Chris Dunn. I don't know if that helps. And Washington did nothing. But yeah, man, that's it. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We ain't make it through everything today, but we got, you know what I'm saying? We got pretty much everything. Next thing was title favorites for next season. This is what ESPN has: Boston 1, Denver 2, Philly 3, New York 5, New York 4, OKC 5. Can't be mad at it. Boston just won the chip, and I don't think nobody did nothing dramatically on their side to like change that. So the champ should definitely be number 1 coming in. Denver, hopefully you just get Jamal Murray healthy. You get some more pieces, because the key to them winning the year they won was depth. The starters were the starters, and I feel like they were the same this year. Depth and matchups. So Philly is all based on health. It all stand on Embiid, like we said, and he's the one to primarily get injured. So, you know, we don't really know how that's going to turn out, but I can see based off the moves they made that why they in 3rd. New York 4th, I believe. All right, people will always say I'm hating. I don't give a fuck. I believe a little bit of what New York did last year was a little fluky. I do think defense translates, and they're always going to play defense, but I think health is a real concern over there. Even though they have nobody who's injury prone per se, they got the coach that puts people in situations to get injured. Playing in the 4th quarter up 30, and I'm a starter is just insane. Like, we up 30 and it's 7 minutes to go. Coach, can I sit down, please? just a little bit. Can I get some water? You know what I'm saying? So having everybody play 40 minutes is absurd. Maybe the depth that they are trying to get helps that, but they don't really get too much depth. They had to send out 5 first rounders to us. They had to pay OG. They got McHale from us, but they have to include salary fillers. So that'll be Deuce McBride, maybe Deuce and Jericho Sims, or Deuce and somebody else, or maybe another draft pick or something like that. But you got to make it match. You got to make the money match. You got to make everything work. So, yeah, I don't know how good the Knicks are really going to be. I think, if anything, if we're just going to go based off top 5, I would move OKC in front of them. OKC 1 seed last year in the West. Man, and they got better. They made 2 huge moves that make them better. Having Caruso add depth, whether or not he starts or not, him or Dort, and adding Hartenstein is huge. Because like JC said earlier, for the ones that was in here, Hartenstein is the big energy bruiser big. That's what they need. So Chet don't have to play the 5. He can go to what would be his natural position, I guess, and that's the 4. So, yeah, if I was doing this, I probably would move OKC in front of Philly and New York. Kinda. Philly got too much weighing on the health of Embiid, but I also think they are trying to get better around the margins, so that if Embiid do go down, they'd be all right. Yeah, man, I'm gonna still go. I'm gonna go Boston 1, Denver 2. OKC 3, Philly 4, New York 5. Yeah, that's what I'm rocking with. That's how we rocking out. My sleepers for this year, man, y'all forget about the Grizzlies. Y'all keep forgetting about them. I just put the world on notice, you know. I think Minnesota had a great draft. I honestly think they were 6th on this list too, so they wasn't like out like that. You feel me? And yeah, gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Oh shit, he back.
I know you was still on that motherfucker. Hold on, what you did? The top 5?
Yeah, I went ahead and just ran through that real quick. I was finna get off here, you know.
Top 5. Let me see your list.
That's not my list. That is
Oh,
ESPN's title odds. That's
title
ESPN's title
odds.
odds 1 through 5. I said I would move OKC to 3, Philly to 4, New York to 5. If we're going based off this 5, and then I gave my sleeper. My sleeper was Memphis. I didn't include Minnesota because they were 6 on his list. They was right after. So
yeah, I don't have no problem with. I don't want to put them in order, but I don't have no problem with them being like the consensus 5, no matter how you want to slot them. Only thing I kind of say is I think they always put a little too much stock into the moves that had been made, like New York, Philly, but they in the East though, so it's very likely that one of those 2 come out along with Boston. So one of them 3. Denver, I don't know, bro. Denver can't keep losing everybody, and they still got their core. I guess they still got 4 to 5 starters, so they gonna be right there. But like you say, it's them bench minutes they gonna have to figure something out with that.
yeah, that's what I stated while you was gone. I said Denver won because of their depth.
Yeah,
They got they starters gonna do what they do, and they did what they did this playoffs too. Shit, it's just that depth. You
yeah,
didn't
they
think
gonna have to figure
losing
something
Bruce
out with
Brown and
that.
Jeff Green was gonna be a thing, but that shit is 100% a thing.
Nah, for sure. Sleeper team. Mm, I don't know, cause out west, I wouldn't be surprised by any. It's so thick out west for real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know no sleepers for real. The East, I can't see nobody like coming out the East besides Boston.
I feel it.
I
I
say,
can't
but
really see it
I agree
either.
with you on the Memphis one though. I say they take the biggest leap. Like who got the most wins improved on? I say Memphis, just cause like full year of Ja, and everybody else coming back. Because folks forget them folks was not down there number one seed type shit before like all the suspension and stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
So
They got them 13th best odds to win.
that ain't super duper bad. Because if you factor out all the East teams, that's probably like what out of the West? That's probably like the fifth team out West.
Let's see. They got Denver, OKC, Minnesota. Denver, OKC, Minnesota, Dallas, Phoenix, the Lakers, Golden State, and then Memphis is the 8th team.
Sheesh. Yeah, the West is gonna be tough. I don't
Yeah.
know, cause it's gonna be a couple teams out west that I feel like you can pretty much say Portland, they ain't gonna be in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then other than that, who else can you really say not gonna be fighting for a play in out west? Cause like we already said, the Spurs probably gonna be there. The Rockets was already down there this year, so they probably get better.
Right.
Then Sacramento, they gonna be back.
They probably be in that playing situation.
The Clippers, they gonna be
They might be in that playing situation. I was gonna say.
No, I'm saying like, who you think just gonna be completely out the playoffs out west besides like Portland?
I ain't even being funny, bro. Man, might fuck around be Golden State. And I ain't trying to discredit Steph, but I brought this up to one of my homies that love Golden State. Shit. Oh no, nigga, you know Chris. I brought this up to Chris the other day. Nigga, every time Curry is the one option by himself,
it don't look good.
He always get hurt too.
Yeah.
So it's always like, yeah, I don't know. Putting his burden back on him. He too old to be having to work this hard to score, bro.
It's Draymond's fault, bro. Because when eventually Clay was gonna leave, it was gonna be Jordan Poole was gonna be like.
Mm-hmm.
But now you didn't burnt that
he
option.
Punched the Sonics rings out this nigga.
Yeah, you didn't burnt that option. Now you got. It's gonna Golden State gonna be ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that you just said that, yeah, it ain't gonna look good. But out of respect for Steph, I still give them the benefit of the doubt that they're gonna be in the play-in conversation. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if they missed the playoffs again.
Entirely. You know what I'm saying? It's just especially the moves that they made so far, I don't think they're not righting the ship if something happened.
No, they not. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go with Orlando again for my like sleeper. I ain't saying they gonna I'm not saying they're gonna go like
will be happy about that.
Cause they slick got the Boston build of like switchable wings, 1 through 5 can switch. Only thing I'll say, because I'm trying to think about their team, them getting KCP is gonna be huge. Like motherfuckers ain't gonna realize.
So it'll probably be starting line will probably be Jalen Suggs, KCP, Franz, Paolo, Wendell. That'd probably be what they starting 5 look like.
Yeah, you can switch 1 through 5. My only thing about them comparing them to Boston would be, can they get the same offensive production 1 through 5? I don't know, and because I feel like teams gonna start trying to put it all on Paolo and see who else can beat us, like how they try to do Ant. So,
but I think that's why you got a real good shooter in KCP. So you just had to double off him. I know where I'm swinging at.
Yeah,
and then Jay Suggs just been improving every year. To me, so like the offense is still coming around. Yeah, the offense is still coming around, but he's still been improving. Franz wet the bed in the playoffs last year, but up until that point, he was playing real well.
Yeah,
he was hooping up until that point.
I ain't like them paying Isaac. I ain't gonna lie, because bro be getting hurt too much. I ain't understand that, but maybe they say if he stay healthy, he can.
If he stay healthy, he a monster.
Yeah, he a monster for sure. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say Orlando my sleeper though. I'm gonna say they kind of turn some heads this year.
I like it, and I think some people in here are gonna like it too. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna say them for sure, most definitely.
Like it. But yeah, man, I told the peoples I wasn't gonna be before them long, like the preacher say in church. You know.
Amen.
So one more time for the. That is for not just me at Unofficially Retired. That is for JC and the boys at 4 Quarter Sportscast. You feel me, y'all? Go subscribe. Turn on the post notifications. Like I said, we don't be on here that much, so if you get a post notification from us, you probably should watch it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we'll be on here more often. So, yeah, man. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you, JC.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
All right, my boy. I'm finna get up.